Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're heading back out to the east side of the big island of Hawaii to revisit that special guest that I had a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, something like that, where we looked at his new Chins 48 volt system. We're going to go out and see how it's been running for him, and I thought I'd take you along for the little drive into the place. So sit back and enjoy the scenery for a few minutes as we head in, and we'll see what's new with his system. He's done a couple of things. He of course is enjoying those lithium iron phosphate batteries, but I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a treat here and give you a little bit of the way in. So we're hugging the coast on the very east side of the big island here. As you can see the ocean out there. I'll stop here in a minute and give you a better view. Yeah, so sit back and enjoy the ride for a few minutes. You can't hug the east side of the big island on the coast any closer than we are right here. I'll just stop right here and pan over for a minute. The wild blue Pacific Ocean. I'll stop further up the road, give you a little bit better view of the ocean. Beautiful drive in. I'll give you just a little bit of the recent history back in here. A lot of people down here were completely cut off after the 2018 Kilauea volcano eruption. It completely cut people off here. And we're going to be coming off here pretty quick. To where the lava went across this road, isolating these people for a very long time, months. A lot of them had to hike into their places. Some of them just stayed back in here and were supplied up, which that would have taken some doing. Oh, sorry, a little bumpy there. Hopefully my image stabilization is working. Always enjoy this ride in. One of the most beautiful little drives out here on the big island. A lot of people living down here, tucked away in this beautiful jungle. Yeah, check this out. This is just something else. And we should be coming up here pretty quick. Yeah, here it is. I'll slow down for this. You're going to want to see this. This is the first part of the road from this direction that was completely cut off by the lava flow. Here's where one of the rivers of lava crossed the road, buried it very deep, and left this people down here cut off for a very long time. It has since been bulldozed down to make this passable. People can get back in here now. And I'm going to stop right here and just give you a little bit of a sense of how deep this was. And you can see out there, little piece of the ocean. I'll swing back over here. Give you a look how tall that lava field was that came across the road. Pretty amazing. Okay, now I can hold the camera steady, looking back on this road. And I just want to let you guys know that I've got a very long format video revisiting this 2018 lava flow. But for today, I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of some of the things we're going to talk about on that video on the way out to do a review of this solar system today. There it is. This ran all the way to the ocean, extended the big island out there quite a ways. The shore line used to be a little bit closer, maybe about where I'm standing. I don't really remember. The landscape has changed so drastically out here. And this is some crunchy ground now. Just a beautiful day down here. Trade winds are blowing. That water is so blue. Out there, South America, next stop. A little bit that way, maybe Central America, and maybe just a little bit more California. A lot of open ocean out there. Okay, let's get back on the road. Hope you all enjoy this drive as much as I do. Every time I come down here, it's so beautiful. The landscape, of course, has changed quite a bit. And here's where it crossed the road again. You could see we just went through some area that was left untouched, and then this was another wide river of lava that came down. And I'll swing and of course, back up in there, used to be a lot of homes up there. A lot of people's homes got completely wiped out down here. A lot of the people I knew are gone, left the island after that. Some stuck around, rebuilt in different places. But there was a lot of people, thousands of homes, absolutely destroyed. And then you can see, there we are. This part of the jungle was left untouched. And here we are approaching yet another place where it crossed the road. And I'll try and stop here and give you a wider view of there was a lot of homes in this stretch that got taken out. Yeah. Let me stop here and pan slowly. Hopefully you can see way back in there, and you can see the contrast. There is some ground in the way background that was left untouched, and some over to the right. A lot of buried homes out there. And where we're going to review this system is behind that part of the jungle over there. We're heading over that way, where the people's, my friends over there that have that solar system we took a look at, and we're going to look at again this afternoon. Their place survived, but just barely. I mean, it came right up very close to them, took a lot of their neighbors out. That's just kind of how it worked out here. Some people made it, some people did not. And this contrast coming up is quite striking to me. Lava, of course, ripped right through here, and then you can see, you know, what was spared. I'll stop here and see if I can catch that. Like, there is a home. Hopefully the camera will show it. There is a home right back in there. You can just barely see it. I mean, it skirted right up next to them. Their place is still intact. And then we're back in the jungle just like that. Beautiful little tunnels where the trees meet each other over the road. Absolutely beautiful. And so much of this was just destroyed during that lava flow. And I'm glad my friend's place survived, and several other friends that I have down here, their places survived too. But like I said, a lot of people lost their beautiful homes and livelihoods as well. A lot of farmers were down here. So I'm going to show you, we're still on the same road. I'll show you the way I used to come in to this area, which was a much shorter way, but the way that I have been showing you guys is the only way in now. I'm going to bring you up to the area that I used to access this area and show you what it looks like now. And again, this is where the road ends here now. I'm going to drive up in there slowly. Oh, a little bumpy. And this is where the road ends now, right there. Used to be able to come in here. The road, you know, of course, went over there for miles. There was a shortcut in here, no longer accessible. Maybe someday that will be reopened, but it's not now. And the way that I showed you is the only way back in here now. Okay, gonna head up, see my buddy and see what's new with the system. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. I really thought you might enjoy that. And I'll just give you one look back. We just came up that road where it ends now, and you can see what survived. And we're gonna head back up in there. Some of my friends, that their place did survive. It was quite an event, as you can see. Went on for months. Kilauea just pumped that lava out relentlessly for many, many months. Okay, made it up to my buddy's house, and just as a reminder from that guest appearance we did a couple of weeks ago, he's got 4 24-volt Chins lithium iron phosphate batteries, tied in series, top 2 in series, bottom 2 in series, to make 2 100 amp hour battery banks, and then those are tied in parallel to make a 200 amp hour battery bank. So each one makes a 100 amp hour bank, tied in parallel. He now has 200 amp hours. And he did like a lot of us do in the very beginning. He didn't have a battery monitor, so he's chasing the voltage around, which is something that all of us know that is a futile attempt to find out what the state of charge is in your battery. So he put in this iLi or QWork battery monitor. I'll put a link in the description for you all if you're interested in this. I use several of these in every one of my systems. I absolutely love it. And I'll show you what it looks like where it's mounted in case some of you don't know. But anyway, this is working great for him. And we'll go take a look at that monitor. And just as another reminder, all those solar panels he's got running through are being tied in with the Midnight Solar combiner boxes. A couple of Midnight Solar classic charge controllers. And as you can see right there, he is in float. That one's allowing 13 amps in. He is running a battery charger and a couple other little things here in the shop. This one, that string letting in 0 amps and in float. So he's fully charged, he's doing good. He's got the battery monitor mounted right here. We can click here. He is 100% full. 198.9 out of 200 amp hours. Completely full. And there he is at 55.35 volts. Completely full, no more guesswork on this system at all. He knows exactly what his state of charge is all the time. He's only been cycling, surprisingly enough, to show you just how incredible those Chins batteries are. He's only cycling about the top 25% of his bank throughout the night. Wakes up 75% full. Little refresher on what he's got. You know, he's got his bus bars right there, breaker, and then he's running everything on this Ames 48 volt inverter charger, and I forget the size of that. So that's a 4,000 watt inverter charger. And now he's gonna fire up a big load, and we'll see what that looks like on the monitor and the charge controller, so you guys can get an idea how this high voltage system's working for him. Okay, here we go. 20 amps, 16 amps pulling. He's lowering a vehicle on his car hoist. This opened up right away. This one opened up, still pulling 20 amps, dropping quickly. He's already dropped the car off the car hoist. So anyway, running everything off of pure sunshine at this point. And now that the car is down off the hoist, doing pretty good. Okay, gonna try for a little bit view on that car hoist. He's gonna run it up and we'll see what that thing pulls on this battery monitor. He's just lowering it a little bit now.
That will show us how fast the charge controls are watching the monitor.
Okay, ready. Here we go. There we go. Raising a car, 87. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 8. only pulling 4. 2 amps. It's so fast, man. It is so fast. I could hardly keep up with it. So anyway, that gives you guys an idea. I mean, I'll show you out here what he was doing. Even though I had a hard time keeping up, he was raising and lowering this vehicle on his car hoist, and those Midnight Solar charge controllers were so quick, as well as the monitor. But anyway, he's able to do that off of pure sunshine. Basically, the batteries are full. Pretty cool. So in the previous video on how amazing this place is, he's also running an internet system that provides internet for a lot of the neighbors down here. And like I described on the way up here and showing you some of those lava flows that had inundated this area, he's one of the ones that survived out here, and now he's being able to help his neighbors. And those Chins batteries are being a part of supplying internet for his neighbors. And 4 Chins batteries. They're very happy with them. They're running their entire household. Give you another shot of how beautiful it is here. And then also this shop and that house, all being run off of 4 batteries. Amazing. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to hit the road, head back home. I hope you enjoyed the drive up here and the little recap on how well those Chins are working. Aloha.